I said I'm sick of waiting. Cupid, hit me with precision. Day 197. Let's keep this short. I'm gonna try to. Okay, let's talk really fast. Okay, recently going through a major setback because I have to pivot entirely because I decided that what I was doing before has very little scalability and is a terrible approach, and it's not going to build anything lasting. Now, the one thing is I'm going into this niche. First of all, I want to validate this niche is viable. So I want to talk to actual industry professionals within this niche, and then I want them to tell me, is what I'm offering actually viable and valuable? And then if they tell me, yeah, cool, then I want to obviously partner up with them for like a dev partnership, basically like a beta, build out a beta for them, and then obviously refine it along the way using mock data. Yes, I'll ask them, can you help me build out some mock data? Obviously I can't, given that this niche is very compliant heavy, I can't really get real data to, unless there might be a way for me to use real data, but I think mock data will be good enough for me to build around. But obviously, first things first, I should validate. And so the great thing about this niche is that my approach has completely changed from having to do a lot of cold outreach on email and all that to it's gonna be a mix of both, but I have to talk to people in person now, which is great. I have to work that funnel. Oh no, come back. I have to go work that funnel. I need to log back in because you guys can't see me. I have to work that funnel. Because with the previous approach, the main funnel would have been the cold outreach and affiliates. Whereas the main funnel would be affiliates or like referral and in-person outreach, and also cold outreach on email. 3 channels, and it's quite, in my head, because I haven't executed upon it yet, it's like very evenly split. Obviously, when I actually get into the flow of things, I will see which funnel gets me the most leads. That's the one I want to really maximize. But for now, it's just evenly split. With that being said, because the main reason obviously I pivoted was because the previous approach was just not scalable, because everything was so bespoke. Now, obviously, stuff like chatbots, AI receptionists, that's very scalable because you can just reuse the exact same template and you barely have to change anything. And so it's very scalable for a tier 1 offer. A tier 2 offer, maybe you want to start handling integrations or lead flow. So from directing them to, actually, no, that's part of tier 1, but maybe something else, right? One of the things of lead flow as well that I kind of foresaw was, and this is kind of true from a lot of areas in AI automations, is the tools that you use themselves are pushing out updates that literally do the exact same thing as your automation, and so it makes what you do redundant. And that's like, okay, like stuff like CRMs, automated nurturing, automated sequences, they can definitely do that. Like what I was previously offering was, instead of having automated if then deterministic sequences, you have an actual just a chatbot, or like a RAG agent that will decide. Yeah, it can be very deterministic, but it can also decide if there's a question or a query that a customer pulls up and it's a little bit more in depth and needs more reasoning, it will be like, okay, hold on, it's too complicated for me. Let me grab my big boss and be like, okay, big boss handles the job. They can do that. The CRMs, the new modern CRMs could definitely push out an update like that. And that's the nature of this industry, is that the tech that you use in itself can be your competition, not just other agencies. So right now I am trying to speed run everything, all the planning, and so that I can get straight to the part of execution and validation. That execution part is a lot closer than it felt like before. Obviously, I still need to focus on my case studies because I want to leverage that as like, oh, I'm just pivoting. Our agency is pivoting from lead flow into this niche, conveyance. Oh, I just leaked it. Oh, who cares? Conveyancing. No one watches this video. And then they're like, okay, cool. At least we know that it's not some random ass kid, because he actually has a background, but he's just pivoting, and that's why he wants to do this partnership. Cool. Yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts spewed out. I might watch this video back because, I don't know, I'm just jogging through my thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts. One of those thoughts is, you know, what was I thinking? I had a thought earlier today. I was thinking about. Oh, yes. I was watching, while I was eating, I watched a clip from the movie Moneyball. And it's the one where Brad Pitt's the GM and he's cutting off players on his baseball team. And the Jonah Hill, he was like, what the fuck are you doing? You're cutting off all our players, our best players, our legacy players? And he's like, bro, you never need to explain yourself. And that got me thinking. He who explains himself never lets the flower bloom. You know who said that? That was Gandhi. No, I'm lying. That was me. What it means is, if you explain yourself, when a flower blooms, right? When a flower grows, it first has buds before it blooms. But if you explain yourself each and every time to every single person why you're doing something, what you are doing, you're cutting off the bud before it even got to bloom. The bud can't speak for itself. It's just a little green little ball. It has no colors. It can't explain anything. And no one will believe it. No one will believe that inside that bud is a beautiful pattern of petals. But when you let it bloom, it'll explain everything to everyone. Whether or not you were right or wrong, whether or not you succeeded or failed, it will bloom and it will explain it all. And so stop having to explain yourself to others. Oh, look at this guy, he's doing e-commerce. What a fucking loser. He's trying to make it out to me. Bro, you don't have to explain yourself to them. They don't understand it, but they will once results come through. Whether or not those results are success or failure, from your day trading, from your e-commerce, from whatever fucking thing you're doing in life, whatever thing you're trying in and giving your all, and people just don't get it. People don't get why you're taking that risk. Don't explain to them. Don't explain why you failed. Don't explain why you succeeded. Just let them see. They will see. Everyone will see. Maybe you fail. Well, boo-hoo. Grow another flower. Let that one bloom too. That's my words of wisdom today. Peep the eye bags, bro. Also, I cut my hair. It's dark. You cannot see how much I messed it up. I cut my hair again. I don't have a razor, but I tried to like clean up the sides like a taper. Not like a really faded taper, but like just a taper. Your boy don't need to pay for a haircut. I am the barber. I'm ready for sleep. Bye.